This is the third video in a series about a trip to the island of Koh Chang, Thailand, made in February of 2025. This video covers the north and east sides of the island seen during a van tour. This tour also visited destinations on the west side, but that will be in the next video. The trip from Bangkok to Koh Chang is covered in the first video of this series. I arranged for this tour at the tour desk at Baan Beach Resort, where I was staying the day before the trip. It was made through a company called Srijan Travel and cost 1,000 Thai baht, or around $30 US. Lunch was included in this price. This trip was in a modern, air-conditioned minivan along with 9 other people. I was picked up at the hotel at 8 a.m. and dropped off at 5:30 p.m. for a 9.5-hour tour. I've already had a good idea of where I wanted to visit on Koh Chang. In other locations in Thailand, I might have used Grab transport, like Uber in America, to get between these destinations by motorcycle and save some money. However, there is no Grab transport on Koh Chang, and the Song Tao two-row pickup trucks do not routinely go to the east side of the island, where a lot of prime tourist destinations are located. Also, there is no connecting road between the east side and west side roads on the south end of the island due to terrain and land ownership issues. So what might be a 31-mile drive around the island is over 60 miles because you essentially have to drive around it 2 times to see it once. For these reasons, I decided to go with a tour and was very pleased with the one I chose. A man who looked as though he was just off the plane from Las Vegas named Domino was both our driver and tour guide. He spoke excellent English and was a lot of fun to be around. Even though he was married with 2 teenage children, he would point out every good-looking woman we passed and exclaim, "I want to marry you," each time he saw one. He was a real character. Since my resort was on the southwest side of the island, I was one of the first pickups as we headed up the west side of the island to our first stop in the north, Chao Koh Chang Chinese Shrine. This is marked number 1 on the map. On the northern edge of Koh Chang, far from the noise and tourist crowds of the west coast of the island, the Chinese shrine of Chao resides. The holy monastery of the patron saint of the island, Holy Father Koh Chang, is how the name of this shrine is translated. The temple is considered the oldest on the island and is very popular. One of the highlights of the visit is the beautiful dragon-lined stairway leading from the main road to the shrine. You can drive up a road to a parking lot at the shrine, avoiding the climb up the stairs, which is what we did, so I didn't even know these steps were there until I researched this voiceover. There are 108 steps here, but it's a site that is worth the visit alone, offering a unique and beautiful path to the temple and shrines. On today's tour, we will visit one shrine, this one, Chao Koh Chang Chinese Shrine, and later one Wat Salak Phet Temple. The difference between a temple and a shrine is that temples, also known as Wats, are for general Buddhist worship, while shrines, although technically temples, are for more specific deities or spirits. In this case, the Holy Father Chao Po. Also, temples are large complexes, while shrines are significantly smaller, sometimes miniature structures. There are 7 official Buddhist temples on Koh Chang, 2 of which are shrines according to the Thai law about temples. A shrine is a place regarded as holy because of its associations with a divinity or a sacred person or a relic. For our stop number 2 on the map, Kun Domino drove us midway down the east side of Koh Chang to Ronnie's Coconut Garden Organic Coffee Shop. Roads are not numbered on Koh Chang, so navigation around the island primarily uses the name of your destination. A couple of years ago, a Thai local, Ronnie, set up a small roadside shack selling fruit and fruit shakes with the fruit coming fresh from his land nearby. The shack expanded and now includes a small restaurant and coffee shop. It's still a very basic building. A partially enclosed shelter with seating and coffee counter and open kitchen. There are notes written by clientele tacked up all over the ceiling and pillars describing their experience here. As we neared the next stop on our tour, we entered an area known as Salak Phet. This encompasses a large portion of south-central Koh Chang and includes stops 3 through 5 on this tour. The area also includes Salak Phet Bay, a bay extending from the south end of Koh Chang into the Gulf of Thailand. This is where the original character of the island resides, far from the craziness of the west side coast. Here life at an island's pace continues, and a trip here, renting a scooter and staying at one of the homestays, would be a truly unique Koh Chang experience. I don't even know if you could find accommodations here on one of the booking sites. Stop number 3 on the map was our southernmost point on the east side of the island, the Baan Salak Phet Pier and fishing village. The roads on the east side of the island are straight and flat, so distances pass by more rapidly, and it doesn't take long to get between destinations here. This pier extends out into Salak Phet Bay, and there is a lighthouse of similar design of the one on Bang Bao Pier at its end. Wander along this pier, and you will see a more authentic way of life for Koh Chang natives. Here, no one will try to sell you any souvenirs. If you compare this with the scene on Bang Bao Pier on the west side of the island, as seen in my previous video, it becomes clear how tourism has changed the way of life. Tourism brings in money, but the old way of life as seen here is gone on the west side of Koh Chang. Next, we began driving back up north, beginning our return journey up the east side of the island. Stop number 4 on the map was the Nanai Mangrove Forest Boardwalk, also known as the Salak Phet Mangrove Walkway, and also sometimes called the Red Bridge Mangrove Path because it is painted red. Visitors can walk on a boardwalk to observe the mangrove ecosystem though the condition of the walkway may be poor, with broken, loose, and missing planks. The sound of the loose planks can be heard on the video. A person could easily stumble or fall off this walkway for a close-hand visit with the mud dwellers down below. The red paint has faded over time. Access requires driving on rocky and unpaved roads. The area is a good spot for bird watching and seeing crabs at low tide. The walkway is about 500 meters long and ends with a widened section of boardwalk with a full view of Salak Phet Bay. The islands of Koh Chang and Koh Chang are visible here. Next, we drove north to stop number 5 on the map, the Wat Salak Phet Temple. Wat Salak Phet, as you can guess from its name, is located in Salak Phet on the southeast of the island. This is the most beautiful Buddhist temple on the island. The visit inside the temple is free during the rainy season, but is 20 baht during the high season. The outside has free access, and there are lots of beautiful mythological statues. Inside the temple, there is a big Buddha statue surrounded by stunning paintings illustrating images of the Ramayana. The name Rama was adopted from the name of the Hindu god Rama, an avatar of Vishnu, and became the prefix of the Thai kings from the Chakri dynasty. The frescoes show Buddha's life, and the window shutters contain inlaid pieces of seashells drawing beautiful mosaic pictures. Next to the temple and across the road stands Wat Salak Phet Museum, which is a real treasure trove of historical artifacts and antiques. Its location can be briefly seen in the video. This place is a cultural landmark founded in honor of King Rama V when he visited Koh Chang. The Salak Phet Museum tells the story of King Rama V's visit to Koh Chang. Entrance is free. Although King Rama V's summer palace was located on Koh Chang, not Koh Chang, apparently he did visit here and left his royal initials carved into the rocks at the Tan Mayom waterfall alongside his successor, King Rama VI. Visitors can see these inscriptions at the waterfall, which has long been a point of interest due to its royal connection. This waterfall is located on the middle of the eastern side of the island and is seen on the map.